H&K's USP series pistols were designed in 1991, but went into full production in 1993. USP Tactical 45 is an inspiration off of the USP pistols, which of course was in turn an inspiration from the HK Mark 23, which is used by Special Forces in the United States. This is a smaller, much smaller version of that incredible pistol. Of course, this firearm is unloaded. It is a double single action pistol. It has really high profile sights, and of course this is made so when you attach a suppressor it can ride above the suppressor. They are blacked out, and at first in maybe a room they look kind of dark, but once out on the range actually they hold up really well. You have your threaded barrel right here. There is a thread protector that you can put over this. We've been shooting this pistol, so the threads are a little bit carbonized, a little bit of debris here, but there is an O-ring, and you can see it right here on the barrel. And from what I understand, this is supposed to assist with the suppressor, but I'm not really sure. And it's funny because there's not really a lot of information either on the HK website or anywhere else that I looked. It's a one-piece machined nitro-carburized steel slide. And that's not the finish. It's a nitride blue. In fact, they call it the hostile environment finish. But the metal itself has been treated, and it's really tough. In fact, they use the same kind of processes to treat a lot of die forming tools, and so this is a really strong slide that's going to be very wear resistant. In fact, these pistols are made for hostile environments and can really take a lot of abuse. In fact, they've gone through many of the NATO trials with mud and snow. They've been frozen down to 43 degrees below zero, fired, frozen again, heated up into 126 degrees. I mean, these have really gone through a lot of torture tests with very little wear. The USP Tactical also comes in a 9mm and a 40 version. And both of those are smaller frames. In fact, they use the USP frame. The USP frame is here on the Tactical 45, and the USP frame is also on the Tactical 9 and 40. And the USP stands for Universal Self-Loading Pistol. It comes with two 12-round magazines with a polymer base plate, a little bit of a finger groove here. They are steel. Of course, if you're in one of the states that you can only have a 10-round magazine, they do furnish those. Of course, 12 rounds of 45 ACP plus 1. That's a nice combination. And what's not to love about that? Of course, your steel magazine has witness marks in the back. Got the USP 45 logo on the bottom. Made in Germany. It rides really nice into the magazine well, and the magazine release is right here. A lot of the H&K pistols have a paddle right here, but this is a very small little nub, not on the frame itself. It's actually just right here under the trigger guard, but it is pretty sure. And one of the things you can also do is get your finger here to release your magazine. It's something that you can get used to. I do like this on some of my pistols, but if you're not careful, if you're shooting a lot, you're trying to release it and you can't find it. So you need to train with that if you are going to be using this pistol. Being double and single action, it has an 11.5 pound double action trigger pull, and it's pretty stiff. But once the slide has come back and you're in single action mode, it's a really nice 4.5 pound single action trigger, and it's really quick. You can see it comes up very smooth and then a very crisp break. Now with that, there's also a trigger stop that's adjustable, and you can see right here, and then in the front use an Allen wrench just to lengthen this or to bring it back up into your trigger. The trigger guard is oversized. It's really nice. It's made for gloved hands. The accessory rail is actually a proprietary HK accessory rail that fits HK accessories. You can have a Picatinny rail put on here, aftermarket Picatinny, for other type accessories, but if you're going to spend the kind of money that it is for this H&K, you might as well go ahead and use the HK accessories. The sights are fully adjustable, both windage and elevation, and you can see how high they do ride up on the slide. And of course, it's really evident with this front sight. The front sight's actually 8 millimeters in height. Your typical front sight is 3.5 to 4 millimeters. But again, this is to get over your suppressor if you mount one to the front of your pistol. And it does have a really long sight radius. This was really easy to shoot at the range and very easy to get on target. The frame is a fiber reinforced polymer frame. Very well done. Of course, HK does a fantastic job with that. There's a really nice panel here that is textured. It's not too aggressive. Right here we have checkering on the front strap, checkering on the back strap. This is a really large pistol, and I have kind of medium hands, but to be honest with you, it fits nicely in the hand. And it is a large pistol, so it really allows you to get a good grip on this pistol, and it's balanced well. Slide's very beefy, and of course this slide is made to take whatever you can dish out to it. It is scalloped somewhat, but it is a pretty large slide. Your bore axis is going to be a little bit high, similar to more of your SIG style, bringing that up higher, the slide to your grip ratio. But really, again, this was a really accurate, very easy to get on target. Okay, disassembly of the pistol, of course, we're going to double check to make sure it isn't loaded. Now, it's not really that difficult to disassemble. Bring your slide back into this position, right here where the notch comes to your slide stop. Not all the way open, kind of similar to this. And then, right here, you want to push through like this. And you can get a hold of this. In fact, I did it earlier. But let's just take a 45 round, and we can just pry this out really easily. Then just let go of the slide. Just remove your recoil spring and guide rod. Very unique design. This is part of H&K's recoil reduction system, and it really does reduce felt recoil incredibly. At the range we were shooting, it was really a joy to shoot and really easy to get second and third shots on your targets. HK says that this recoil system will reduce felt recoil up to 30%, and that's fantastic, especially with a full-size 45 ACP with plus P ammunition. If you do have a thread protector on your barrel, you're going to have to remove it to break the pistol down. Push the barrel a little forward and then just pull it right out. Fit and finish is really nice on the pistol. Your slide rails right here and right here at the back. They seem to be very minimal, but with all the testing that's been done with these pistols, they're very up to the task. Now just go ahead in reverse order. Turn your barrel, guide rod. It fits into the notch of the barrel right here. Place it back onto the rails, lining up this little slot with the circle. Ready to go. The manufacturer suggested retail price on the HK Tactical 45 is $1,301. You can typically find these for around the $1,100, $1,200 mark, which is much better than the $2,300 of the HK Mark 23. And that's probably just because it's about a third smaller.
You know, as the rounds were going up, you could feel the thing actually getting lighter.
I noticed that.
So when that last round came, I knew it was coming.
But with 230-round ball, I guess you can.
That's incredible, man. I mean, those sights, even though that's that contrast, it's not that hard to get the sight.
Right. I think the big difficulty here is the backlight of the sunshine is making that harder to pick up that top of the front. But
that's sweet, man.
Be strong, be of good courage. God bless America. Long live the Republic.
That was nasty.
Good, because I went like that.
And then of course in the front we have texturing, and then back here we have checkering. Okay, I gotta say that over because this is both checkering. And you can see how high they ride up onto the slide. And again, you can see how high they come up on your magazine has marks in the, what do they call those? Marks. Version and a 40 version.